Hi, you guys. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day to each and every individual. I just really wanted to say that some individuals the happy Valentine's Day, but some individuals could have dates. Some individuals could not have dates. Whatever it is that you do have or that you could not have. Um, I could have a date. I could not have a date. We'll never know. but um, but I guess what I wanted to say is that any person who could or could not, knowing that each and every person, this day isn't like some big monumental day of some sort, because each and every person should get cherished each and every day, and being cherished each and every day. It's not something that kind of I don't know, like, love should be given each and every day. It's not a one day thing that you celebrate those things, because what about the other 364 days? What about the other 364 days? Does that not account? Because this day should be treated as every day of those things. There are 365 days out of the year. So I just want to say that it's good to cherish one another on this day, but it's so amazing to cherish each and every individual each and every day. But if a person is wanting those things, just know that there are some things that a person could have that you could not have. But then there are some things that individuals could have that you do have. And in those things, knowing that um, just enjoying those moments, just really cherishing those moments, and knowing that in those things, that it's only that God is the one that fills you up in those moments. So it's like, if you, for example, there is a story where there was a woman who she ended up having to borrow some jars from the neighbors, and they were like, yeah, fill it up to the brim, and then you can pay like certain dollar amounts to pay some of the things. But in that analogy, I thought it was amazing, because in those things, not only did those things occur, but the most amazing thing is that in those things occurring, the person said to fill it up to the brim, fill any empty spaces up to the brim, and in those things, she went and borrowed those jars and she began to fill it up to the brim. And that's the most amazing thing, is because you begin to bring all of you towards Christ, and then only Christ could fill you up to the brim. Because if you're not, as an individual, filled up to the brim as an individual, then regardless of if you receive those things, regardless of if you are in a relationship, regardless of if you have a spouse, regardless of if you have that job, regardless of if you have any of those things, you still won't feel fulfilled. So I just really want to say those things, because it's not really a matter of waiting for that moment, or a matter of waiting for that right moment, or this time, or this, and this. It's really a matter of embracing what you do have right now, and focusing on the things that you do have, focusing on what you're supposed to do, and when those things occur, that then it's like, okay, now you can focus on those things with one another. But the most amazing thing, that if you are filled right now, that when those things do occur, then that will be an added bonus. Then a person won't try to fill you up. You'll get filled. You'll know how to get filled in those moments. And however, when those moments do come, and you are, with those things, or have those things, anything that you could desire to have at that point, the most amazing thing is that that you'll cherish it, because Yes, you can have 3 strands of a braid that could make a person stronger. Um, However, God makes you stronger as well. So in those moments when you could not have those individuals around or could not have those certain things, it's only Christ that literally could fill you up in those moments because, like I said, regardless of if you do have those things, then those individuals or those things could not mean anything. It can feel meaningless because you can have those things and it would feel as if it's like blah, you know. You can have those things and it can feel as if, what does it mean? What does it mean? Like, I have all these things. I have all of these, this, and this, but I feel this, and this. So it really doesn't really matter how much a person does have or how much a person does not have. Because if you have those things, then you have those things. But if you have those things and then you are filled with Christ, then you'll have those things and feel purposeful in it. But if you have those things, or if those things have you, then you'll feel not purposeful in it. So it's like so when you do get those things, the things that you could desire or whatever, knowing that when you do get those things that you're purposeful now, and that in being purposeful now that you get to run your race, and being purposeful now you can get filled to the brim of who God says that you are, and filled with love with Christ, so that when you are filled with the love of Christ, when those individuals and when those things are added unto you, like it would be an added bonus, and it wouldn't feel as if it's some sort of subtraction of any sort, but instead now it comes to a point where it's like okay, I'm filled with exuberance, or the joyfulness or whatever, and all of these things. But in these moments, you get to experience Christ in those things. So it's like just knowing those things, because I don't know, there could be like one individual out there who could be like, I don't have a date. But you don't have to tell me that. But and like I said, it doesn't really matter, because you can take yourself on a date if that is if that's what you want to do. If you want to go and travel, go travel. If you want to go shopping, go shopping. If you want to do a certain thing, do that certain thing. You don't have to wait for those moments. You don't have to wait for this specific day to show a person that you love those individuals. You don't have to wait for a specific day to spend moments with individuals. You don't have to wait for this specific day to tell a person you love them. You don't have to wait for that specific day, because what if this specific day doesn't come? What if that specific day doesn't come, and then what will you do in that situation? What will you do in that situation? You waited all the way until February 14th, 2025. And then what if that moment didn't come and you didn't get to tell those individuals? What if that moment didn't come? So I just really wanted to say that, because cherish today as if it were today, because no one knows what tomorrow brings. So love love as if it were today, not as if you're waiting for the person's birthday, as if you're waiting for the person's Valentine's Day, as if don't wait until MLK Day to prove that you're a person who is inclusive, and don't wait for those moments. Like, do it right now. So I just really wanted to say those things, because I don't know, sometimes each and every one of us, me included, we wait for those moments, and what if that moment doesn't come? We say, oh, I'm going to get to it soon. I'm going to get to it soon. I'm going to get to it tomorrow. I'm going to get to it. But what if that day doesn't come? So I just really wanted to say those things, because sometimes you do need those moments you just need those moments to to say those things. Yes, you could be busy. However, but take that moment to say, I was thinking about you. Because there are individuals who who needs a person to say, I was thinking about you. I thought about you. I thought about you, and I just really wanted to say that you are, this, and this. You really did this, and yada, yada, yada. Don't wait for the moments. You don't have to wait for a person's birthday or any of those things. I'm talking to myself as well. But I just really wanted to say those things because of those things. But anywho, happy Valentine's Day.